And hello everyone, Crypto Knights here. I wasn't going to do a video today, but there's been a change in the market, and figured I'd pop one out before I head off to the real job. So I know last night I mentioned I was just going to kind of sit in my hands and wait, but I don't know, probably about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I noticed there was a change going on in the market, so I went ahead and bought back in my positions, bought back into Bitcoin, and so I kind of broke even, made out a little bit ahead, but for the most part broke even on that. I didn't buy back into my long positions yet. I still think that personally the market has some falling to do, especially with the altcoins. Speaking of, just have to throw that disclaimer in there that this is not financial advice. These are merely my opinions and thoughts on the market, the way that I look at the market and make my decisions for buying and selling and running Cryptohopper. And this is also basically my video blog on, my journey through Cryptohopper. I have been running it for about a month, but I didn't want to start it until I kind of had more of a sense of what I was doing with this. So with that said, before I go into what's been going on with the altcoins, we're going to start off like I always do with Bitcoin, as I consistently have been saying that Bitcoin is pretty much tied to the altcoin market right now, and for the past 24 hours now, we've been pretty steady. It did go up a little bit last night, and then it's been, staying around this 53.3% range. And as we look down, we are swimming in a sea of green today, which is much different than what we were looking at yesterday. Going on to Binance. You can see that Bitcoin's been stuck in this channel. I still think that we're going to see a pump either up or down. It's just for a while now, for probably a good couple weeks, Bitcoin's been trading, in this very small channel, and it, to me, almost feels like you got the bears on one end and the bulls on one end, and it's a spring, and they've just been tightening and stretching that string to the point where Bitcoin's got to break, within the next week or two, I think. It's like almost you can feel the tension, but as of today, trading in Bitcoin has kind of been steady, so the altcoins have gotten a boost. As we can look here again on Binance, it's just been a sea of green. I've seen this before a couple weeks ago, after the first bloodbath of Bitcoin, or not Bitcoin, of the altcoins, after the Bitcoin fall, we saw a resurgence of all the altcoins, and my opinion on that is you have, the people that are trading mainly Bitcoin, they're looking to boost their funds again, so they're selling out a little bit and putting it back into these altcoins to make a profit, and then they'll sell and go back to trading on Bitcoin. So with that said, we'll go into Cryptohopper. I did not turn it on the buying. I didn't enable buying this morning because I do sleep during the day, working overnight. So I didn't want to take that chance of Bitcoin, going crazy and being stuck in a whole bunch of positions I didn't want to be stuck in. I did turn it on when I did wake up, and so we'll just let these run to show you. Oops, we'll go into trade history here. But when I did start buying last night, we've had some decent gains, so I can't really complain. I did buy into some positions before I went to bed and let them do their thing overnight. Well, for me overnight, but for you guys during the day. And it worked out all right. So, it's just a matter now of just letting them do their thing, and more than likely we'll see the majority of these go into profit. I'll turn it off again in the morning, even though more than likely, if it follows the previous trend, we'll see another good day of altcoin trading. The weekend's kind of tough to predict because of the lower volume. So it could go either way. We could start seeing moves in Bitcoin over the weekend preparing for Monday, or we could see continued consolidation and trading on altcoins over the weekend, again preparing for the next week. It's really tough to predict. You kind of have to make your own decisions, do your own research on this, and then commit one way or the other. It's all about risk taking, and you can risk it and come out way ahead, or find yourself in the hole. I'm playing this more conservatively, so this is only running honestly when I can keep an eye on it and make decisions. If I start to see a change in the market, I can quickly sell out of these positions and take only a minor loss. Alright, sorry about that. That was my roommate walking through singing. So, going forward, I'm still taking a very conservative position, being very careful on what I let the bot do, because we are still technically in a bear market, and we just don't know when that's going to end. Doing my own research, reading, listening to other YouTubers who have far more experience in technical analysis than I do, the overall sentiment is we are still in a bear market, so you want to be careful when doing this. The other reason why I want to do this video today is I decided that I would talk a little bit about why I chose Cryptohopper versus some of the other bots. The main reason being is Cryptohopper is actually run off a server. So you don't have to put it on your computer. You don't have to keep your computer running 24/7. You don't have to worry about programming it, or if you're not home and your computer goes down, your power goes out, Windows doesn't update, or your internet just starts acting funky. Then it goes down and you lose that time trading. The other thing I like about the fact that it's server based is I can easily watch it from my phone. All I have to do is just log into the website, and I can do everything from my phone that I can do from my laptop. So that's one of the reasons why I chose it. Number two, it seemed a lot easier to work than, again, a lot of the other bots. It's got a really good interface that I like. Configuring it is really simple. Again, when you configure it, you want to do your research. You want to see what other people are doing and why they're doing it. Watch some of the videos. The Cryptohopper has an excellent library that breaks everything down for you. Again, to go into more specifics, you will have to do research, because you have to understand about strategies and stuff. And now I'm still learning about how the different strategies work, and what they do, and how they work with the market and figure things out. So I do have certain strategies right now that I like. Right now I'm letting all of them run and I'm giving it its head, because we are in a positive momentum, at least temporarily, for altcoins. Their customer service also is really good. I had a few issues, just more learning issues, and I made a few mistakes when I first started using it, and sent support emails, and it was responded to pretty quickly. Keep in mind that they are only open during certain hours, and they are closed over the weekend. So if you do have an issue over the weekend, you will have to wait till Monday before you hear from them. That's the only downside. They're not 24/7, but you figure it's probably a pretty small company and there's only a few people working on it. So you kind of have to, put some understanding in that and not get frustrated. And like it's just there. It's really just the ease of use. It's for someone like me who's new into trading. Even though I've been watching the market for a long time now, and I've been, uh, you know, making sure I understood the basics before I actually started putting money into the market. Excuse me. It's there's still a steep learning curve unless you have like a degree in it or you've been trading on the stock market for years. Then you have a good head start and you know more what you're doing and what you're looking at. So with those things said, those were major factors for me. They have a really good fact area. Their forum is really good. So just overall, I think that Cryptohopper was the right choice for me personally. For the mobility aspect of it, the fact that I don't have to program it, I don't have to constantly, be working on it to make sure it's running. Of course, the downside to that is you're depending on other people to keep the servers up and whatnot. The other reason I like it is they don't have a wallet. All your money that's traded is done through whichever exchange that you're on. So for example, I'm on Binance, so it just exchanges it from one wallet to the other on Binance. It doesn't keep a separate wallet, on the server or anything like that. So that does protect you in the sense that your money is not all over the place. And I will probably do a video about security, tips and tricks that I use and that I've read about, on a later video. I'm thinking maybe over the weekend. I'll go into just basic rules that many experts say that you should do to protect yourself. Nothing's ever 100% hack-proof, so keep that in mind, but you can make it more difficult. A lot of times hackers are more interested in the easy prey, and if it's too much of a hassle, they're not going to mess with you too much. But, where there's a will, there's a way, as they say. So those are the reasons why I like Cryptohopper. They're always adding to it. Just the other day, I saw a new thing that I didn't see before, and I definitely am going to look into it. It's called dollar cost averaging. And basically what it does is, so after a certain amount, you can set it for a certain amount of time. When something goes in red, and it's been in red for a while, you can set it so it will buy back into the same position, whether you want to have the equal amount of coins. You can have them triple the coins, whatever. And then it combines all the coins, and so if they are down 1% and you buy at 0%, and you buy double the amount of coins, you're looking at starting off at a negative 20% loss. And if it's going to go up, then not only have you just tripled your money, but you're not going to take as much of a loss. You actually make some gains on that. It is dangerous, of course, because if you go double or triple or however you want to set it up and it continues to go down, you've lost, that same amount of money. So, it is a dangerous gamble to do. But I might look into it. I might give it a test to see, how well it works. I'm not going to do that right now, at least not until we see Bitcoin break either up or down, and we get a bit more, of a direction of where we're going instead of this no man's land that we're currently in. So, that's going to be today's video. Feel free to hit the like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe, hit that bell if you want to, get notifications on when I do post and, how I'm doing that day. As you can see, just in, the 15 minutes of this video, the mark, I'm already starting to see some green. So when you do buy in with Cryptohopper, don't be scared of the red. It's I've noticed that 90% of the time it buys in, it goes down for a little bit, but it will generally, as long as the market behaves the way it should, go back up, and then you'll make your profits depending on what your settings are. And yes, if you're asking, probably sometime next week I will go over my settings. There's just some basic things that I want to share with you guys that I've learned, and then you can take it any way you want. But yes, I will go into how I have my basic settings and some more in depth into my strategy. So happy hopping, everybody. Be careful out there in that market, because it's still can just completely change on you in a moment's notice. So you guys have a good night, and we'll probably post something up tomorrow. Well, it depends, but there's a good chance of that.